Chapter 19. A Warm Word of Encouragement. Section 1. Opening. The Wisdom Frequency. Welcome back to the Wisdom Lab on NovaLogos Audio English. In our last chapter, we talked about the boldness of righteousness, the strength to stand like a lion for the truth. But truth without grace can sometimes be cold. Today, we look at the softening power of wisdom. We are exploring Chapter 19, A Warm Word of Encouragement. We often underestimate the power of a single sentence. We think that big problems require big solutions, like money or complex strategies. But wisdom suggests that the human spirit is fueled by something much smaller and more accessible, the spoken word. A word can be a weapon that destroys, or it can be a medicine that heals. In this session, we will learn that being wise isn't just about having the right answers. It's about knowing how to deliver those answers with a warmth that restores a weary soul. Our foundational principle for this chapter comes from the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 25. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. Notice the physical description. Anxiety is a weight. It pulls the heart toward the earth. A good word acts like an internal lift. It doesn't necessarily change the external circumstances, but it changes the person facing them. Today, we will discuss the art of the good word and how to use our language to build a bridge instead of a wall. Section 2. The Verses. Wisdom in Multi-Angles. To master the art of encouragement, we must understand the life-giving nature of gentle speech. Let's look at the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 4. A gentle tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness in it breaks the spirit. Wisdom compares a gentle tongue to a tree of life. A tree provides shade, fruit, and oxygen. It sustains the environment around it. When you speak words of encouragement, you are literally providing the oxygen someone needs to keep breathing through a difficult season. Conversely, perverseness, harsh, cynical, or mocking speech doesn't just hurt feelings, it breaks the spirit. Now let's see the healing power of wisdom in the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 24. Gracious words are like a honeycomb, sweetness to the soul and health to the body. Wisdom recognizes the biological impact of our words. Gracious words aren't just polite, they are health to the body. Modern science tells us that stress creates physical illness, and encouragement reduces stress. Wisdom knew this thousands of years ago. Encouragement is a form of spiritual nutrition that heals the listener from the inside out. Finally, consider the timing of our words in the book of Sirach, chapter 18, verses 16 to 17. Does not the dew assuage the scorching heat? So a word is better than a gift. Indeed, is not a word better than a gift? And both are with a gracious man. The imagery of dew in the scorching heat is perfect. Encouragement is most powerful when the heat of life is at its highest. A well-timed word of belief in someone can be more valuable than a financial gift, because it restores their dignity and their hope. Section 3. Modern Scenarios. Wisdom in the Wild. How do we practice warm encouragement in our modern, wild, of digital criticism and high-pressure environments? Scenario A. The stressed colleague. Imagine a coworker who has just made a mistake on a project. They are already beating themselves up. You could ignore it, or you could point out the error boldly. The Wisdom Lab suggests the good word. Instead of focusing only on the error, you say, "I've seen your work before, and I know this isn't your standard. Let's fix this together. I still believe in your talent." This is the do that assuages the scorching heat of their anxiety. You provide the box, health to the body, they need to recover and try again. Scenario B. The digital echo chamber. We live in a world where perverseness in the tongue is the norm online. Mocking and roasting others is often seen as a sign of intelligence or wit. In the digital echo chamber, people hide behind screens to launch arrows of sarcasm, thinking that tearing someone down makes them look superior. This culture of call-outs and cancellation creates an environment where everyone is afraid to be human, afraid to fail, and deeply lonely. Wisdom calls you to be a tree of life in this desert of digital noise. When everyone else is breaking spirits to gain likes, you choose to be the one who offers sweetness to the soul. Instead of joining the mob, you use your platform to highlight someone's effort or to offer a private message of support to a friend who is being targeted. You are choosing to be a gracious man who understands that in a world of high-speed criticism, a slow, warm word of encouragement is the most radical and wise act you can perform. Section 4. The Wisdom Paradox. Honest correction versus warm encouragement. Now, let's explore the wisdom paradox, truth versus warmth. The paradox is that you must be bold enough to tell the truth, but warm enough for the truth to be heard. The balance point, salt versus honey. 1. The error of the brutal truth-teller. This person thinks they are being wise because they are honest. But their words are like salt in a wound. They lack the honeycomb of grace. Because they break the spirit, their truth is rejected, and the person remains unhealed. 2. The error of the empty flatterer. This person is warm but dishonest. They give good words that are actually lies. They don't want to help the person grow. They just want to be liked. Their sweetness has no nutritional value. The desirable path. We call this gracious candor. You speak the truth, but you wrap it in the path, tree of life. You correct the mistake, but you encourage the person. You use your boldness to protect them and your warmth to heal them. You realize that a word is better than a gift only when it is both true and kind. Section 5. Language Masterclass. The Structure of Wisdom. Let's look at the English of healing and support. A. Weighs him down. This phrasal verb describes the heavy sensation of emotional stress. In English, we often talk about carrying a heavy heart. 2. Lift that weight we use. Good words. Practice saying, I could see the stress was weighing him down, so I tried to offer a good word. B. Assuage. This is a beautiful, sophisticated word, meaning to make an unpleasant feeling less intense. Just as water assuages thirst, a warm word assuages fear. Circa honeycomb. Wisdom uses this metaphor to describe speech that is naturally sweet, organized, and life-sustaining. Gracious words are sweetness to the soul. Section 6. Closing. Seal the word. As we finish our 19th session in the Wisdom Lab, I want to give you a small assignment. Look for someone today who is weighed down by the heat of life. Don't just give them advice, give them a good word. Be the dew in their scorching heat. Be the tree of life in their desert. Your words have the power to create health or to break spirits. Choose to be a person of the honeycomb. Remember the words of the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, verse 25. Anxiety in a man's heart weighs him down, but a good word makes him glad. Use your power to make someone glad today. In Chapter 20, our final session of this series, we will reach the destination of our journey. We will explore the path to inner peace and how all these lessons of wisdom, gentleness, boldness, and unity lead to a heart that is truly at rest. If you are ready to be a source of encouragement, please like this video and subscribe to NovaLogos Audio English. Let's heal the world, one word at a time. Until next time, be kind and walk in peace. Goodbye.